What's going on, everyone? Timothy at Time and Refinement. Again, long time, but here I am in Texas, visiting some friends' family out here, right outside Houston. It is 75 and sunny on Christmas Eve. Absolutely fantastic. Even nicer than back home. What is the definition of a friend? To me, per se. Sometimes people say, oh, my friend or my friend over here. But what does friend actually mean? I didn't look up the Webster's definition of this, but I think my definition would be fairly close. Definition of a friend is someone who is there for you, even when it's not convenient. I have an older friend of mine that told me, it's not often you find someone to drop everything when you go to the hospital, when you have a heart attack, or will clean dishes with you at the end of the night. And I never think anything of it when I do it. I thought that's how everybody operated, I guess some of us have higher standards for friends, but you think that's someone that you want to be around. Like, someone that you want to spend time with would be someone that, is selfless. It's going to do things for you. I have buddies that think about me all the time. Buy me things, give me things without me asking. And sometimes I take it for granted, I really do. But you shouldn't, because it's very rare today, in today's world, and we need to do better. We need to do a lot better. So the definition of a friend is someone who is selfless, is there for you, but we're human. So of course, there's gonna be some things that we want in return because we're human, we're flawed. And we're not going to continually give and give and give unless we're getting something in return. But sometimes it doesn't even have to be a conversation. Like, why can't we just selflessly do things for each other, and we never even have to worry about bringing that up in conversation? Maybe it's utopia, perfect world, right? But someone who's there for you, someone who loves you, someone who wants you to do better, and someone who sees your flaws and doesn't throw you under the bus, and someone who sees your strengths and pushes you to do better and to seek greatness. We get so caught up in this world of me, where people lack accountability. We lack friendships. We lack contact. We lack physical touch. We lack all of these things, but yet, we don't want to give that back to anybody. So how do you find a friend? How do you find someone who you want to do life with? Like a long-lasting friendship, Some people will say, well, I have buddies that I've known for a long time, and we can go years and not talk, but when we see each other, it's like we never left. I have friends like that, 100%. And that's okay. There's the inner and the outer circle of friends, which I speak about for myself personally. People that are in your inner circle, that know you well, that you tell your deep, dark secrets to. You have friends in the outer circle that just, maybe don't necessarily care as much, but you still enjoy them. You like to be around them. I think people's inner and outer circles is a lot smaller than we think. even the ones of us that exteriorly are super happy-go-lucky, know everybody. But at the end of the day, like, how many people actually know you, you know? How many people actually know the real you? Maybe because we're scared or we don't allow people in. But again, getting back to the definition of a friend, it's someone you can have conversations with. Someone you can share thoughts and feelings, opinions, without getting backlash. Maybe not necessarily being agreed with, but hey, I love you enough to not, I love you enough to where we can be friends and I still love you, even though I don't agree with your perspective. Because life's perspective, right? Like, how many things do we actually die on a hill with, you know? If people really think about it, there's not a lot. There's really not. And in turn, that puts us again in a selfish perspective of, I don't agree with you, so I shouldn't hang out with you anymore. So the definition is someone who's there for you, someone who cares for you, someone who doesn't throw you under the bus when you might disagree with something, some type of opinion that they hold. Now, if they're doing something in their life that you don't agree with and they continually do it, and you know that they're unhealthy and they have an unhealthy perspective when they're doing it, yeah, that's different, you know? But we would hope that our close friends love themselves and love us enough to be able to be like, maybe there's another perspective to this. It's possible. But the people in my life that I'm close to, I trust them with everything, Not everything, maybe not necessarily everything, but everything that really matters. Lifestyle choices, how I operate, how I live my life, what I'm doing for myself to become more healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, all of that. It's hard to come by. The definition is easy, but it's hard to come by. So we need to do better as men and women to solidify that. We get so caught up in all of our desires and our selfish interests to not think about someone else, to not think about what that person might bring to the table. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I ask this person's perspective. We've lost that. And I don't know where we lost it along the way. Maybe I do. Maybe it was when technology really started to rise. And we started losing touch. We started losing that human connection, that human touch. So we should have high standards for our friends. But just like everybody says in relationships, you want to be in a relationship, a loving, caring, wonderful relationship. But what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing to become that person so you can attract them? Same as being a good friend. People are inherently selfish, yes. But what are we doing? What are you doing to become that friend to that other person? Because people really do like to do things for other people. If they think about it deep down, they like to do things for other people because it makes them feel good. I'm most content when I offer my help to somebody else because it makes me feel good. So the perspective could be selfish, but, So the definition of a friend is someone who loves you, amidst your flaws and your weaknesses and chooses to be with you. Could be the definition of love too, right? I think friendships and relationships and marriage all kind of go hand in hand because the dynamics are the same, minus the attraction, right? So, keep up the good work. I hope you have friends in your life. I really do. That care about you and love you and know you. Because it really is one of the great treasures in life. In my almost 30 years of living, it's one of the things that actually does matter. So, anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll bring you another video here shortly. Have a great Christmas tomorrow. I hope you're with loved ones and with friends. You deserve it. You're loved. You're cherished. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Cheers.